everyone, I'm Liv, one of the graduate assistants from the Kinney Center. In today's adult skills video, I'm going to be talking about daily routines and cleaning schedules and how we can create new schedules for ourselves with all the changes that are happening in our daily lives. What is a routine? A routine is like a schedule. It's a pattern of events or activities that are regularly completed. A routine can be different for everyone, and you may have many that occur throughout the day. What happens when your routine is interrupted? When your routine is interrupted, it can be hard to stay motivated or focused, and it might make you feel angry or upset. This is what has been happening around the world, and it has been very frustrating for a lot of people. One way that we can cope with this frustration is to create a new routine for ourselves instead of trying to live without one. Creating a new routine. Like I said, creating a routine can help with our frustration, but it can also help us to stay motivated during this time. This can look different for everyone depending on the tasks that you have at this time. So for some people, they may have work to complete, homework for school, different projects such as doing puzzles or crafts or reading. And although some of these don't sound like they'd be tasks, when you're not feeling motivated, even fun activities can become chores. Since we're spending more time at home during this time, a big part of our new routine is going to include cleaning or chores around the house. There are so many different ways that you can combine schedules based on your needs or your child's needs. So I'm going to show how to create a cleaning routine and then the different ways that you can adapt it based on the individual. We're going to start with a cleaning schedule of daily and weekly activities that need to be completed, and then from there, turn it into morning or afternoon routines, and then a pick and choose type schedule. For a cleaning routine. With everything that's going on right now, people are spending more time at home than usual, which means we need to clean more. By cleaning and organizing your space, it can also help you to feel more productive throughout the day. There are so many ways to do this, but I'm going to talk about how to have a daily schedule and incorporate things needed on a weekly basis. So first, we're going to make a list of what needs to be completed daily and what can be completed weekly. This is the daily and weekly schedule that I've come up with, but it could look very different from yours. I only need to do laundry weekly, but someone else may need to do it daily, or vice versa. So for my daily schedule, I have make the bed, clean the kitchen, unload and reload the dishwasher, and organize my room, and then for weekly, vacuum, clean the bathroom, and laundry. If you want to make your daily schedule into a morning routine, incorporate your hygiene and other aspects of your morning. So this is what my list looks like as a morning routine. Eat breakfast, brush my teeth and wash my face, get dressed, make my bed, clean and organize my room, and then start my work for the day. I like to split things up throughout the day, so I've also added an afternoon routine, but some people may want to just have one morning routine where they complete all of their tasks for the day. For my afternoon routine, after lunch, I'll unload and reload the dishwasher, clean the kitchen, and then do some homework, or if I finish my homework for the week, I'll watch some TV. The last type of schedule we're going to talk about is a pick and choose schedule. So depending on how many tasks you list under the weekly column, you can make your schedule in a couple of different ways. The first way is to pick one task from the weekly column to do each day. So Monday, I could do laundry, and then Tuesday, vacuum on top of all of my daily activities. Or I could do the second option, which would be to decide that one day a week, I'm going to do all of my weekly tasks. So on Saturdays, I'm going to complete the laundry, vacuum, and clean the bathrooms on top of my daily activities. But Monday through Friday, I'll just do my daily tasks. This can be really helpful for individuals who want to have more of a say in the moment for what they do. So if I wake up Monday morning and I don't feel like doing laundry, I could switch it and vacuum instead. Or for parents, you can give your kids the choice of they have to complete their 5 daily activities, but then they could choose between either helping with the laundry or cleaning the bathroom. This can make it more exciting for them as they have more of a say, and then they might feel more motivated to complete those activities. So now we're going to go into talking about some of the visuals that you can use. Once your lists are complete, there are a few ways that you can look at them to make them exciting and reinforcing depending on the individual. So we're going to talk about checklists, visual schedules, and chore charts. Checklists. Once we have our morning routine or cleaning schedule, we can make a checklist to help us stay on track with this new routine. There are a lot of resources available to help create checklists. You can use different apps or programs on your computer or your phone, or you can just use a piece of paper and write down your list. I'm going to talk about the Notes app on the iPhone because I think it's very helpful and pretty easy to use. So on the left here, this is what the app looks like, and it comes downloaded on all Apple devices. Once you open it up, you should see this screen with any notes that you've ever made, and you're going to click in the bottom right corner to create a new note. Once you click that, it should bring you to a blank page like this. I've already added my title here. You don't have to add a title for your list, but I think it's helpful so when you go and you look in your list of all of them, you can see which one you're opening. Then you're going to click this circle that has a check mark in it, and it's going to add a bubble like you see here. This is your checklist. Once the bubble shows up, you can type in the first item on your list, and every time you hit enter or return, it'll add another bubble so you can keep making your list. If this is your first time using this app or making checklists on this app, you may get this pop-up message when you go to check off your first item. I'm going to explain what it means because I think depending on the type of list that you're using, you may or may not want to turn it on. When you turn this setting on, it just means that the items that you check off are going to go to the bottom of the list. I did find that when you check off the second item, it doesn't move all the way to the bottom, but above the other checked off items. So if you're using this as a morning routine and you want to use the same list every day, I don't recommend turning this setting on because everything will be out of order. I went back in my settings and turned the setting off, and so you can see here how I've checked these off, but my routine is in order, so then tomorrow I can uncheck them and then use the same note. The other type of visual is a visual schedule. You can create a visual schedule of all of the activities to be completed throughout the day. You can use pictures or drawings, use the computer or get creative and draw and color each item on the list. This can be really helpful for someone who needs or just enjoys having a visual reminder. This is a simple visual schedule that I made using my morning routine that I've talked about throughout this video. I just added a chart in Microsoft Word and then added pictures and the steps for each of my steps in my morning routine. You can make this as simple or as detailed as possible, or you can also just make it by hand. The last visual we're going to talk about is a chore chart. This is another way to help keep you motivated, and the first step is going to be to decide if it's a daily or weekly chart. Then you're going to pick a special reward that you can earn at the end of the time frame. You can add check marks, stickers, or points for every chore that you complete, and then at the end of the day or the week, trade in those points for a reward. So you might earn ice cream, watching a movie, or whatever you want. Use the daily or weekly list that we started out with and then get creative with them. This is a chore chart that I found, and I thought it was a great example. It shows that the individual is working for screen time to play video games each day, but it's also a weekly schedule. So it has all of the chores that need to be completed daily, but you can see the progress of how many are completed each week. Now it's your turn to make checklists or schedules to help with your daily routine. First, create your cleaning list and decide which type of schedule and visual you want to use. Once you have your list, grab any materials you have and get creative making a fun schedule or chore chart. Make sure to have fun with it. Find any materials you have around the house to make it as creative as possible. You can use crayons, colored pencils, markers, or stickers. And once you have it completed, you can use magnets to hang it on the refrigerator, or you can use clothespins or clips and a string to hang each task. This can be really fun for someone who likes to cross items off like a checklist, but they can remove each task after it's complete to see their progress. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope that you can use some of these tips to create a new routine for yourself.